remember jumping up off of my mom's couch. My grandfather's there going, "What'd you get? What'd you get?" Hi, I'm Kelly O'Lynn, and this is Consignor Confidential. I grew up in Los Angeles, born and raised, big Irish family. Sports were always a big part of our life. I mean, I remember back in 96, 97 watching the finals game where Michael Jordan hit that shot against Byron Russell with my mom. And I remember her being in the other room and me just screaming. So like all of these instances happen and they're such a big part of our lives. Growing up, I played every single sport. I mean, I tried to play football when I was in 5th grade and they wouldn't let me because I was a girl. Times have changed now. But ultimately, I tried to play every single sport, whether it was softball, soccer, basketball, football. My parents were at every single game. My grandpa was at every single game. So no matter what, sports was integrated in such like a big part of our lives. So my love of collecting and sports cards in general started when I was pretty young. I'd say probably junior high school. I got my first pack from my grandpa and literally fell in love with it ever since. And you know, it went all through high school and I still have a love for it now, but it kind of grew into collecting everything, which I don't think my dad loves now because it's all sitting in his garage.
Here's just a little bit of my collection, things that I've pulled over the years.
I knew that every birthday, every Christmas, every time that there's something like that I would get a box or 2 or 3 from my grandpa, and it was the best because we would sit there on Christmas morning or sit there on my birthday and we'd open the cards, and it was just so special because I knew as soon as I was opening them, you get a box like this big, you're like, I know exactly what this is. So, you open it up and then the joy of opening every single package. I would love to get all this stuff and like, the autographs, the patches, the jerseys, but ultimately I always pulled for a player. So I think my grandfather just wanted me to be happy when I was opening these cards. If I pulled a Kobe and he saw the smile on my face, that's exactly what he wanted me to get. So when I was about 13 or 14, I believe it was Christmas, that I got this box of cards from my grandfather, per usual. And, going through opening the packs, pulled some really cool stuff. But then I come across this one pack and I open it. And it's funny because every time I would open a pack, I would peek. So I would open it a little bit and I would look at the top because I knew that if there was a thick one, then it would be a really cool card, whether it was a patch or a jersey, but I knew that one would be a special. So every time I would do it, I would kind of like peek a little bit, cheat. I opened it, I'm like, oh, okay. So there's a thick one in there, so there's something good. So I'm going and I'm opening my pack, and I see a Lebron James. I saw him first, I saw LeBron James, and then I'm opening it a little bit more, and I see there's Michael Jordan. And, I'm kind of looking at the card, and the fact that it was a dual was amazing. And then I'm looking at the top, and it says 1 of 1. And I mean, I get chills right now just thinking about it, but I knew I didn't even have to be a collector to know that 1 of 1 is something special. And like I said, it still gives me chills to this day. And the excitement, I remember jumping up off of my mom's couch, my grandfather's there going, "What'd you get? What'd you get?" And just to say it, I got a Michael Jordan, LeBron James 1 of 1 dual jersey, dual patch autograph card. It's so special. So I usually, put everything together and organize it. I usually had to Beck it out, but there was no way that was going to be in a Beckett at that time. So I put it away, put it in the case, put it in a big plastic wrap, and I put it away unsafe until about 4 months ago. So my grandfather is Donald Kratz. We've always had a really special relationship. He's always lived close by. He was at every one of my basketball games. Just a really, really amazing man. Just an amazing family man. So after pulling that, we continued to collect. The fire was definitely ignited, and I wanted more. So we collected together up until he passed away. We had such a special bond doing that I think that after he passed away, that kind of faded a little bit. And I think that, now that I'm a little bit older, I've just been rerouted a little bit into collecting other things. That special bond, I think it'd be hard. And I want to do it with my kids when I have kids. I think that bringing that back would really, really be special. But I think up until that point, I'll probably just kind of continue on this journey of, collecting signed jerseys or baseball memorabilia and stuff like that. So there's definitely a mixed emotions going into this, knowing that the card is going to be at auction. Honestly, I'm excited, but definitely there is a bit of nervousness that I think that comes along with it, because you're basically putting your heart and soul in something that's so special, into the world's hands, and who knows what's going to happen. It's kind of hard to let go of control and not being able to know what happens, which is, the exciting part, but also it's a little bit nerve-wracking. But I think ultimately it's pretty special, because I think I would hope that the person that gets this card will know how special it is, and it invokes some kind of emotion in them as well. When I pulled that card, absolutely has crossed my mind that I wish the LeBron part was Kobe.